This is the National Video Journalist Network.
Welcome to My Long Island TV. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. My Long Island TV starts now.
We've got the return of Alan Cumming to the Cinema Arts Center, and he's brought with him his husband, partner, and creative collaborator, Grant Shaffer. Alan and Grant together have written a children's book called The Adventures of Honey and Leon. It's charming as can be. It's two dads who have two dogs, and the dogs go off and have some adventures when the dads are away.
The idea of the dogs following us around the world was something we made up in Kuala Lumpur, actually, when we were in Malaysia, because we just were by the swimming pool and we missed the dogs, and Grant said, "Oh, but they're here. Didn't you realise they followed us?" And Honey's over there with a floppy hat and sunglasses on, and Leon's eating some tortilla chips, and so it became this thing that when we were away, we'd pretend the dogs had followed us and make up stories about what they were doing in disguise.
What was that collaborative process like?
Well, I demanded my name be first. And guess what?
And then I didn't know, because I've never done this before, I didn't know that I'm a very bossy writer. I kind of did very strict instructions about what I thought the picture should be, like very detailed, and apparently that's that's not normal.
I think at one point I just started doing all the drawings and just getting them together and then showing them to you and then Maria, and
it's developing the style for a long time. You did just lots of different versions of.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it kind of went on for a few years.
Yeah.
When we wrote it, and even when it was all finished a year ago, we had no idea that it coming out now would have so much more impact and be so much more of a political statement, because in the last year, this country has changed radically. I don't know if you've noticed.
One of the few positive things I can ever say about Donald Trump is that he's made our book more relevant. It's more of a political statement because, as members of the LGBTQ community, we feel under threat, and hate crimes have gone up in this country against people like us, and the rhetoric that's being bandied about all over the place and being condoned by the highest office in the land is real and happening. When Jacqueline told us that she's going to be donating books to the schools and libraries and things, I get sort of shivers actually thinking about it. It's just so lovely that our story that we started off as just a funny thing about our dogs when we were missing them is actually going to help people on both sides of the spectrum.
Now that Honey and Leon have had this big adventure, do they get to travel more with you?
Honey and Leon are no longer with us. Yeah. So this is really a homage to them and a celebration of them. In a way, that was also the catalyst for us to really get going with the book, was the fact that they died. And I said, we had a party last week when the day the book came out, and I said, if you have grief in your life, write a book about it and sell it to your friends. And it really has been a lovely thing, like their spirit and their characters are going all around the world. It's been a lovely thing for that, but yeah, sadly they're no longer with us.
There's already a sequel in the works. This time we go to Scotland. And actually it's based on some truth,
yeah.
Because quite a few years ago I was doing a play in London, and we finished and went on this vacation to a little castle in Scotland, and there was a gardener in the gardens of the man who did the gardens of the castle, and he had a collie dog, and Honey had a holiday romance with him. So that is recreated in this next book.